What's going on, Pokey friends? Nutella Guy here. I can't believe it's been 6 months since I made this previous video, speculating when Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon would come to Scarlet and Violet. And guess what? Unfortunately, we have no news.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Nothing's changed, and we still have no idea when Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon will be legally made available in the games. But Nutella Guy, we can see that you have Koraidon and Miraidon in shiny versions in your game behind you. Well, yes, these two Pokemon are only available through two methods. One, you either need to have a modified Nintendo Switch console that will allow you to edit your save file and put the files directly into your game, or know someone that once again has a modified Nintendo Switch console and that runs a shiny locked union circle, which will allow the host to spawn in these Pokemon as shiny for you. So to put a few things into perspective, guys, it's been 962 days since Scarlet and Violet released as of this video today, which is 6th of the 7th, 2025. And if we go back and check out Sword and Shield's release date, which was around the 15th of the 11th, 2019, it was roughly 728 days between the release of the game and then the release of Zacian and Zamazenta being shiny, which was roughly between October 22nd and November 11th for Zacian, depending on where you lived in the world, and then shiny Zamazenta was staggered a little bit later in November, between November 5th and November 26th, depending on where you were in the world. So as you can see, Scarlet and Violet has already considerably exceeded the time range where Sword and Shield got their box art legendaries shiny. So essentially the question still remains, when are we going to get shiny Koraidon and Miraidon in Scarlet and Violet? As we all know, the release of Pokemon ZA is swiftly approaching us. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see whether or not we get Koraidon and Miraidon in the game as shiny before or after the release of Legends ZA. Personally, I think releasing the box arts for Scarlet and Violet as shiny after the release of ZA is probably a terrible idea. Scarlet and Violet is already in sort of a shroud of irrelevance at the moment. You know, the game does get a few updates here and there with some raid events, but you know, nothing too special. Obviously, we had the recent Switch 2 upgrades. Still, the game is fading into irrelevance. I guess my other real concern or consideration is the delivery of Koraidon and Miraidon as shiny. Obviously, Zacian and Zamazenta for Sword and Shield were GameStop events or game codes. But yeah, recently GameStop worldwide haven't really been doing too well financially. A lot of stores closing down. So it does have me thinking whether or not they'll stick to the GameStop method, or you know, whether your local equivalent of GameStop in your area. Or if they'll do a different kind of method, maybe a mystery gift for Pokemon Home. Can't really see them doing a 7-star raid. That's just not that special in my opinion. But what do you guys reckon? Do you reckon Nintendo and Game Freak are leaving it a bit too late to release shiny Koraidon and Miraidon? Do you reckon they're going to release it before or after the release date of Legends ZA? And what kind of event do you reckon they'll release them for? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Not a long video, but I appreciate you watching nonetheless. Until the next one, have a good one and peace out.